up, everybody? We back. Appreciate you guys. Good looking out on kicking it, staying tough through that excruciating break. No, enjoy this shit because I'm giving you guys this shit ad free. But sponsors are coming in, and I got some cool shit in the works. So, but you already know my sponsor things are gonna be fun. They're gonna be tight. It's not gonna be like, oh man, I gotta hear this shit. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, I gotta tune out. So one thing. Oh, excuse me, I'm like burping and stuff. One thing is, man, where my weed smokers at? Where my weed smokers at? Where my weed smokers at? If you raised up your hand, go ahead and blaze a sack. So, my weed smokers. What about you, my weed smokers? My weed smokers. I'm being stupid. What I was gonna say is, if you smoke weed, appreciate the fact that you don't have to trim it.
Damn, dude.
Yo, I'm telling you, if you have to trim your own weed, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, if you got, like, I don't know if you can see this in the video. Well, you clearly can't see this in the audio. It's a jar of weed I'm shaking that you hear. It's trimmed up. But, dude, if you don't know what the process is to get just your buds, bro, you're just not appreciating it because, man, being on the desert, I had some like homegrown weed and I didn't trim it before going. And I'm out there having to I'm always like, man, rolling a blunt, it takes a lot of work. Like, just having to break the weed, I'm like, fuck, because I'm so particular about how I break the weed. It's got to be the exact right size and it's got to be peeled off the nug and the bud the right way. It's got to be broken apart correctly. These motherfuckers that smash it and do that rolling finger thing to break it, fuck you, dude. Like, yo, don't do that to my weed, bro. Like, do not fucking roll my weed in your fingers like a fucking booger. Like, that is not cool, homie. You better break that shit up properly, tear it apart leaf by leaf, take any fucking water leaves out, take any little stems out, you know what I'm saying? But nah, really, if you get to just smoke weed or just buy oil or whatever, or wax or whatever, appreciate it. There's so much work that goes into it, dude. It really is a lot of work. I was out there fucking just picking, trimming. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then finally just rolling the blunt was kind of like, okay, cool. Granted, I did appreciate my blunt probably more than normal because I had to just like take the time to just keep, picking stems or not stems, but like, I guess stems, leaves, all the shit that, the bushy shit that comes on the outside. So I had to give that shit the veet. I don't know if anybody got that or not. I don't even know if that joke was correct, actually. Veet, if my memory serves me, it's a shaver to like a woman's razor to shave your legs. Yeah, trimming, get it? So yeah, man, appreciate fucking trimmed weed, bro. Like, that is truly something that doesn't come easy or lightly. So I think that you guys really gotta appreciate the trimmed weed, dude, because, bro, that shit takes so long and there's so much work to freaking trim the buds. Like, it's a little bit insane. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. It's so crazy if you've actually like gone behind the scenes or like seen how weed is grown and the whole process of it and all of that, like, it's pretty intense, man. But yeah, it's like you gotta smoke good weed and appreciate it. I think nowadays kids don't have to go on a journey. It's not like this fucking. There was times I remember in high school, it would take like fucking. There would be times it would take like 2 weeks just to get like a dub, or even just to fucking get some mech. If you don't know what mech is, that's what we used to call a Mexican weed, like way back in the day. It's basically like some super trash brick weed that's all stems and smells like earth. And it gives you a headache. It doesn't actually like do anything, you know. But yeah, dude, like it used to take so long. And for those of you on some real OG shit, you're gonna feel what I'm gonna say. Just thinking back to weed, dude, thinking back into like late 90s, early thousands. I remember the only weed you could buy, like before, like this was like for you youngins back in the day, weed didn't have names. Yo.
Oh shit! I thought that was your real voice. I was like, fuck, I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, it is my real voice.
Well, I mean, oh, it's you're
What?
not
No, I am recording. What up? Come say hi real quick.
Yo, what it do?
This is my little brother, fucking Arg. It's his birthday today. Say fucking happy birthday to this man. Yay!
I was just coming to let you know we got this little birthday blunt ready to sprack NATO whenever you're ready.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah, no, I'm about to wrap this shit up. I got like 2 more fucking things. I was just talking about old school weed, how back in when it first fucking started, like weed had no name. It was just fucking called
Chronic.
weed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like yo.
Chronic.
Yeah, no, it's before chronic. So there you could buy weed, and like then there became the distinction of you could buy Mexi or you could buy mech, and then there was chronic, and that was the shit. That was the first shit that had like crystals on it, and you could smell it, and you're like, yo, what is this? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't smell like earth and fucking twigs, you know? And then came Trainwreck and Bull Rider, and once Trainwreck and Bull Rider came out, that's when fucking shit started getting names and all this,
Mr.
like
Nice
that it got
Guy.
popular, you know what I'm saying? Like the pre-Bubba and all that shit, like super old school. But like I was saying, appreciate your trimmed weed. That's what I was talking about. Like, yo, you gotta if you just fucking smoke and you don't have to trim your weed, like, come on, dude. Like, you gotta stop and fucking check yourself and appreciate your shit. But yeah, dude, like fucking I guess that's about it. Anything you want to say before we fucking wrap this shit up?
Shit, love life, love yourself, love all. It's all good, all gravy, all the time.
Hella. Hallelujah. So, all right. So just to wrap this up here, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Castro, Castbox, Podchaser, Pocket Casts, Deezer, D's Nuts. No, I'm just kidding. Listen Notes, Player FM, Podcast Index, Podfriend, or even the RSS feed, or find us on buzzsprout.com. That's the Damn Dude Podcast at buzzsprout.com. We're still waiting approval on 3 more companies. One's pending right now. But yeah, you can pretty much find us anywhere. If you got any questions or comments or any guests that you'd like to see featured on the show, go ahead and leave them on Apple Podcasts in the review section. I'll go through, I'll read them all. I'll read your comment on the show. Be sure to leave a 5-star review if you want your comment read. That's just how it is. So I know you'd want the same thing if this were reversed. But like I said, fucking go find it. And I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for listening. I'm going to take us out with some fucking dope ass music by Rooster Tail. That's at Rooster Tale. 10 Minutes to Mexico.
90 miles push away, and I wanna